Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I'm very pleased to say welcome to our new home. In this video I'm going to give you a tour of our new house, but primarily just where the cars are going to live and how different it is to our old house. So let's go and see what it's all about. So we start off here on our driveway down to the house itself, and it's downhill, this driveway, but there is kind of quite a lot of room for cars and a handy sort of turning place there where the Land Rover normally lives over there. But if we wander down here we can see where the garage is. So we have first up my Jaguar XK8. So you'll remember from my last video last week that this car has a few issues, and thanks to everyone who's commented, especially about the wheel arch body work. I will probably follow up with the garage that did it and see if we can get anything going on there, but otherwise I'm probably just looking for a recommendation for a body shop in the Surrey area for that work to be done. But yeah, still looks great from a distance. This car still drives fine and really love it, so I'm going to invest the time and money to make that better again. But the thing that we want to look at is just down here, the garage. So double garage, as you can see, just in there, but we'll go around this way and have a look. Go in through the door and you can see my MG in here. So managed to squeeze the MG in. You might be able to see behind me there is still quite a lot of the moving paraphernalia as we try and find homes for stuff. I've managed to get my tool chests in just behind this door, but this probably isn't the final layout of the garage. I'm hoping to get some racking over there, some shelves and that kind of stuff, where I can put decorating stuff as well as more tools and parts and things. But the good thing about this garage, and something I didn't realise was even here when we purchased the property until we actually got in, was this sort of mezzanine floor, sort of half mezzanine up here. I don't know if you can really see, but up there you can't stand up properly, but there's enough space for things you don't use as much. So I've dumped a load of camping equipment up there, and I expect that when the Esprit finally comes here, because this is where I'll keep the Esprit while I'm working on it, and the MG will probably be outside with the Jag, probably with covers on or something like that. But parts that I'm not going to fit for a while could probably be safely stowed up on that mezzanine floor until it comes time to fit it. So the garage itself is about 6 meters square, so it should be enough space to put the car in and work around it. As I said, it doesn't look quite as big as that at the moment because of the clutter that's accumulated. So that's really it in terms of where the cars are going to be stored. I'll quickly show you around the outside of the house, because one of the things that attracted us to this house, which actually needs a lot of work, hasn't really been worked on, I don't think, by the previous owners for a while, so there's a lot of deferred maintenance, which sounds familiar for certain cars of mine. But it's not a particularly big house and it's not a particularly old house. It's actually built in the early 80s, kind of in the style of the cottages that you find around here, and the homes with sort of hung tile fronts to them. But the thing about this property is really the garden. So if you look behind me, it's about a half-acre garden. It goes on behind that gazebo there a bit further, so it's kind of 2/3 on this upper bit and there's a third a bit further down, and it kind of looks out over some farmland at the back, which I think is really nice. And yeah, sort of where we're going to be living forever, hopefully, and good place for the kids to play and stuff. And if you have been a long-term viewer of the channel, you know this is very different to where we lived previously with our Victorian end of terrace house, which didn't really have a garden or driveway. So a huge difference there, and very excited to start living here, although we have got a bit of an uphill struggle against us trying to get this place ship shape and the house done up, as well as making the garden a bit more attractive. It's all gone yellow because of the weather recently. I think it's the same in most people's gardens at the minute. We've also got this nice patio up here, but again, it has seen better days. It needs tidying up, and there's this ivy that's sort of taking over the house up there. So yeah, lots to do. So true to form, you can see with this house move I've taken on even more projects. The inside of the house is in quite bad shape, so I won't show you inside there, at least today, not until we've done a bit of work in there. And I've got this big garden to look after, as well as a dilapidated summer house / log cabin, and that gazebo thing that's half falling down as well. So lots to keep me busy, but I'm hoping to bring you updates on all my cars in the coming weeks. The Jaguar, as I mentioned last week, there's a few bits I need to sort out. The MOT's more or less expired now, so I've really got to sort out that rear wheel sensor issue that I've got there. The Land Rover Discovery 3 has a couple of bits that also need to be looked at, and I've got something special planned for the MG over the winter months, but I'll have to see whether funds will allow me to do what I have planned, but it should be quite exciting. And the next step as well is also to get the Lotus here. So I probably will make another video about the Lotus when that arrives, and kind of how I'm going to set up the garage to be able to continue the restoration and the next steps for it. So stay tuned, and I'll bring some more content very soon. But meanwhile, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.